Okay, here we are today at the site of a Mitsubishi Hyper Heat 2-zone ductless heating system. So here we have our outdoor unit, and I'll go over a few details here. So from our outdoor unit, we have, as always, a surge protector. That is an important detail. They don't cost that much, and you should just put those on. We are up in Glacier, so instead of our traditional concrete covered styrofoam pads, we put down a plastic pad and inlaid everything with gravel. We dug the site out, put gravel on before we set the pad, and then we socked everything in with gravel, so that'll be there forever. So that's that. It's running right now. I have both zones calling for heat. I have a 12K head upstairs and a 24K head downstairs. And that is how slim that thing is. It's almost 5 feet tall. Operating about 49 decibels. That's awesome. So, our lines from the outdoor unit actually go into the crawl space to a branch box. And from that branch box it splits, and one of our lines runs up to the second story, and then it runs over 20 feet to a bedroom. We're about 10 feet away from our maximum line length on this zone, but that's awesome work by the guys. Nice detail here. They left our speedy channel off of the roof about 1.5 inches so that when they go to replace these asphalt shingles someday, they'll be able to do it without having to manipulate our speedy channel. That was nice, pretty thoughtful. Ducks into the crawl there. Go past here. And right here is where we have our second zone, where our lines come up and go into the main living area. That's a 24K. And that's that. We'll get an overview of the front of the house. So, this is the house, pretty dramatic A-frame, pretty typical out in Glacier. And the reason we went with the Hyper Heat system is because it will put out the same amount of heat at 5 degrees. It's full capacity at 5 degrees, and it'll still operate at -15. So I'm going to go inside now. I have to put my paws, I got to put my shoe covers on. Okay, so here we are in the main living area. Got the dining room right here, the kitchen, and the living room. So, here we have our 24K head, mounted, centered right above the fireplace there. And as you can see, I'll come over here, but our airflow, we're almost centered between this stairwell and this dining room. And the reason we wanted to do that, this is a vacation home, vacation rental, and there is electric baseboard heat, which we don't really need here, but we do in a couple of rooms. And those rooms are up here at the top of the stairs, simply because if you close this door, now all of a sudden there's not a whole lot of air getting in there, and the room is so small, we can't put a ductless head in here. It would just be too big. There's our little baseboard. So what we did is we have put a lockbox on the thermostats in here and set them to off. And we're gonna see exactly how this 24K head is able to keep this upstairs warm. And if it does a good enough job, then we will eliminate those heaters. But for now, we just have lock boxes on them, so people will use the ductless heads instead of the baseboard heat. And in here, master bedroom. And here's our second head. It's a 12K head. There's a lot of heat loss in this room. We have a 7-foot by 4-foot skylight immediately after the head. We have sliding glass windows, or sliding glass doors, sorry. We got big windows. We have windows in the bathroom. We got more space back here, and hardly any insulation in the ceiling. So this is what we opted for. It's 12K, and we're in Glacier, so it's going to be pretty cold up here.